what's the worst part of the internet?
I think it's how it's affecting youth these days. Because I didn't grow up with it, like, in my face.
Yeah, like comment sections on some websites are like, there's a specific line in the film about like YouTube comment sections, which it is one of those things where like you'll just watch the nicest video on YouTube and you'll scroll down slightly and somebody be like, this is everything that's wrong with society, and just like, you just go, oh God.
So I'm curious, Jason, how do you convince Daniel Radcliffe to star in a film where you're going to attach guns to his hands for the entire movie?
I don't know how I did that. I think I like to think, probably the script more than me personally.
Well, no, but yeah, I mean, it was very easy. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. He wrote a great script, and it's not like, you know.
It was fantastic because I was told Dan was interested and I was over the moon. Like it was like, oh my God, and it's so we set up a Skype. And I was like nervous as hell, and I thought he was going to be asking me lots of questions, but instead he was like, I love the script, oh man, this. And he just spent like half an hour talking about how much he loved the script and character, and I'm like, cool.
I feel like it was just such a fun and exciting script, and just like had this insane idea in the middle of it that then was really like fully explored. Like, you know, it's not just a device for like crazy fight scenes having guns for hands, it's also like a device for a lot of physical comedy that I really enjoyed. Like, how do you dress yourself? How do you pick up your phone? How do you like go through life with that, which Jason actually like practiced for very early on.
Yeah, when I was writing it, I was like, because you write something and then you don't think about
the logistics
of it. Yeah, so I got these like water pistols and taped them to my hands and just spent a day just going around my flat, just like, how do I go to the toilet?
The scene with the doorknob's really funny.
That's so good.
I was great. Like, it was really, really fun. Like, I got really good at a lot of stuff.
He got too good. Like, there'd be a crew member would like drop some gaffer tape and Dan would like just pick it up. Oh, excuse me. Like, no, you're meant to be bad with them.
The hardest thing was like getting stuff in and out of pockets was difficult, but like we managed that a lot of times. And there were these like lovely moments on set where like, obviously like it's a film set and everything's going at 100 miles an hour and it's and then like the whole set will just pause to see if and like watch in agony as I like try and pick a phone up and try and get it into the pocket of my dressing gown, and you could feel like the whole crew just like also because they like wanted to go home, but like you could feel everyone just like willing it to happen together. And then like the take when I got it was like there was I remember feeling a kind of press from everybody. It was fun.
It was really challenging to try and find the balance because you want to ground it in some way, and I think Jason's script gave Nick such a great backstory that you can sort of relate to how the reason why she's become who she is makes sense, but then you could really, could have fun with her and play her as manic as possible, and then reel it back sometimes. And there were some really like heartfelt moments as well.
Yeah, like I just read a synopsis. I'm not sure where it was, but it was like the synopsis said that Miles is trying to save his girlfriend, played by Samara Weaving, and it's like,
not the role.
No, I think you're going to get a surprise if you watch the movie.
Well, yeah, this film you play with so many video game tropes. Like, tell me about the ideas, making cocaine like a power-up or an inhaler, a power-up. Like, what was the decision-making process behind that?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I don't know. It felt very right for her character, I think. Yeah, we had fun with that. I think at one moment where she like gets her head slammed into like a literal brick of cocaine, and then she just and it happens a few times. She's down and out, and then she finds a way to like get her. It's like Popeye with his spinach.
Yeah, I had a lot of like. Was it like vitamin C? And you did it once. And
oh my God! Yeah, because I'm like, why did I do that? I don't know.
I think I forced you. I was like, this is really intense, Jason. And Jason was like, Come on,
I'll show you. And I'm like, and I was like,
what is
it was like It was like, wasn't it
I
like
think it was baby vitamin C or like baby.
crushed up vitamin C, and it was like so stinging.
I took a massive line, like a slug of a line in front of everyone and just
threw
like
up.
started crying and throwing up and like everyone was just laughing.
I was like,
at me.
I told you.
Yeah, and then on the end we got a little vacuum cleaner sort of thing.
That's
we're like,
right.
Wait, when the nose isn't in shot, we don't even
We don't
need
even
the
need
nose.
it.
Like, what are we doing?
Well, and speaking of killing, how do you balance the extreme violence with you do make an effort to show that when people get shot, they bleed.
I think it's, and same with my last movie, Deathgasm, it's like you approach it with a certain like Looney Tunes cartooniness. And I think that for me, that takes away from the blow a bit, because like no one wants to watch like, you know, real life, like when the news comes on, there's real life violence. I can't watch that stuff, or I can't even watch those medical shows. Oh, shit, no. But I think it's like you reach a point where it just goes so over the top that it's not realistic. Like, you know, like Django Unchained, how someone gets shot and like a liter of blood comes out, and it's just ridiculous. And that's sort of like the way I wanted to go with it. Just and yeah.
One thing I enjoyed in the film was like we did have a weird moment where we kind of went like a little bit viral during filming.
That's right. No, we were like front page Reddit and Twitter at one point. Like people, because we couldn't keep everyone from the streets of Auckland, so they were getting shots of Dan in his undies and with guns on his hands, and
sort of
all these
internet.
memes started, and everyone was like, oh man, like publicity for you're doing your job, and we're like, no, we did not do this. This
But
is just
also
organic.
like, but then you kind of use those images and stuff in the film.
Yeah.
Like it's the thing that really
Like
happened
meta.
on set has kind of now been incorporated into the movie in a way. Like
Yeah.
it's a cool little moment.